Hello!
And welcome back
To Books and Crannies.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Danielle.
and it's time
for our personal read check-in.
Yeah,
Dude. I had a really damn good week.
I had a pretty good week too.
I read
especially
a lot.
after last week.
Yeah. Your book slump, is it dissipating?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just am like struggling to find books I'm really in the mood for, but when I find a book I'm in the mood for, I'm like eating it up. You know what I mean?
Through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a couple more books than I do to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. We have 2 reviews each.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want
Look
to
at
start?
us go.
Or do you want me to start?
I'll let you start because I've started the last couple weeks.
Holy crap. Well,
oh my gosh.
I will start with the one that was in progress last week.
Okay.
My audiobook,
Yeah.
The Witch Collector by Charissa Weeks. Her name's
Yeah.
Charissa, by the way.
Oh,
We chatted about it last week and we're wrong.
I never would have guessed that that's how you said it.
Yeah, I only know because I said it at the end of the book. And I was
Weird.
like, oh, well, I'm an idiot. Just kidding.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, I finished it. A whole 95% of it.
Well,
'Cause I was
sick.
only like 5% through last week.
Heck yeah. What did you rate it?
I gave it a 5-star, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It was
wasn't,
really
but-
fun. Yeah. On Goodreads, like, everyone's very conflicted about this story, apparently. I think
Okay.
it has, like, a overall average of 3 and some change. But I really liked it.
Well, heck yeah.
It was fun.
I need more information.
Well,
Tell me about it now.
well, I think it's, like, the first audiobook that I truly enjoyed.
Okay.
As far as, like, narration and stuff is concerned. It was 2 narrators, man and a woman, for the characters, and I didn't dislike either of them. I enjoyed both of them. But other than that, I feel like the writing was good. It was detailed enough, and the dialogue was good. I hate when there's bad dialogue. And good world building and setup for another book, which I'm excited about.
Oh my gosh.
It is a series. I didn't know that.
Do you know, is it?
It is out.
Okay,
the
thank
only
you.
reason I know that is because looking at Goodreads reviews, there was a 5-star that was like, the only reason I read it now is because the whole thing is out and I'm so damn excited. And I was
Okay.
like, good.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's really fun. I think that the take on like witchery magic, because it's a witch book, obviously.
Yeah.
Witch Collector, come on.
Come on.
Is a little bit different and fun. It took a different spin on that, I suppose. The world building is interesting. I feel like we spent most of the book in like one location, but we learned a lot about the rest of the world. Like
Okay.
a lot of build up to the next book, which is bound to be some grand event.
Yeah.
But the characters are pretty fun. They are quippy and interesting. The Witch Collector is like ancient as hell and like has a lot of story, and that's fun to learn about.
Yeah.
I really like their banter. I liked their adventure. It's an adventure story with good versus bad. And there's an antagonist that everybody's up in arms about. And it's just a good, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think of
Sick.
like specific bullet points outside of just like at the end. I was like, that was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a fun story.
Sometimes that's just how you feel, though.
Yeah.
You know? There's no real reason.
Yeah,
It just felt like a 5-star.
I just liked it. It
Yeah.
just gave me that 5-star vibe. I think that the only like mild thing I would say about it is I don't want to tell you too much, but I'm going to tell you this. The characters, you know, love each other immediately. Like they know
Yeah.
each other for 7 seconds and then they're like, we are going to die for each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. But it wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't in a way that was irritating to me.
Okay. Yeah.
They like went through hell and back together in those 2 weeks. So
Mhm.
maybe that it made it okay to me. I don't know.
Sure.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. Witches, adventure time, and evil. Come on.
Oh my god.
What else do you need?
All my favorite things.
A little bit of sauce.
I really like witches.
Yeah, me
I
too.
like reading about witches.
Yeah. And this
So,
one's really interesting. I
I'll have
liked
to-
the way that it was set up.
Give it a shot.
I know. I kind of want to buy the physical copy because I liked it.
Yeah.
I feel like anytime I really enjoy an audiobook, I'm going to have to buy the physical
Especially
copy.
if it's 5 stars.
I
Come
know.
on.
And witches, please. But yeah, you should read it at some point.
Yeah, I will.
It was really
I'm
fun.
sure I will probably listen to it on audiobook when I'm done with the one I'm working on right now, which we'll talk about later.
Okay. You sound less than enthused.
No, it's
Oh,
just...
okay.
Oh, we'll
Okay,
talk about it
okay.
later.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I liked the whole thing.
Yeah.
And the magic was fun. And I want to be a witch.
Me too.
That's all.
Let's
So,
do it.
if you also want to be a witch, then read the book. That is the only qualifier.
Sick.
Yeah. What's your first review, Sarah?
Well, I will also start with my in progress from last week, my audiobook.
Yeah.
I
Tell me about
finished
it.
A Soul to Keep by Opal Reyne.
Uh-huh. What'd you rate it?
I I gave it 2 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? And this is the demon dark romance.
Yes. Yeah. It is indeed. For starters, I feel like the pacing was a little bit rough. I looked it up on Goodreads, and it's like a maybe 800 page. I don't remember. I don't feel like it was 800 pages because it wasn't that long, but it was long, and it felt really, really slow.
Yeah.
Like she could have picked up the pace a little bit and cut out a couple hundred pages. So I didn't love that.
Fair.
And there were a lot of parts that just felt like really unnecessary. Like literally nothing is happening. You're not adding anything to the story, and I'm bored.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bored when I'm reading a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then the like main antagonist in the book doesn't come in until way, way later. So I'm like, okay, you're throwing this at me now at like past 50%.
I don't care.
I don't. Why?
Did they?
You should have been talking about this the whole time.
I was gonna say, did they even like allude to the main antagonist until then?
Not really.
Okay.
Like sort of a little bit, but there wasn't like an issue until past 50%.
Okay.
And then I feel like the villain of the story was like very, very justified in their actions, and the 2 main characters got very like victim blamey to me, and I didn't like it.
Icky.
Yeah. And then
oh no.
Let's talk about monster wieners real quick.
I wasn't expecting that. Let's talk about it.
I thought that I might enjoy
monster
reading...
wieners?
No, just the story, like I don't know.
The premise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really wasn't into it. His wiener had tentacles.
What the fuck?
What the fuck do you mean?
Excuse me?
His wiener also.
Okay, tell me more. There's more than just
like,
tentacles?
Comes out of a slit.
Ugh.
And it's like wet.
Ugh.
Has a freaking
it's like a dog
coating
pee-pee.
that can't dry out, or it like physically is painful for him.
Oh my god.
So like when he wakes up with a Woody in the morning, he's like, ow.
What? Why?
And then the tentacles, and it's purple.
Why?
I'm like, it really, really took me out of the story.
And we had to give
like,
that much description about it.
Oh, there was like 4 pages
about
of
wiener
cock description.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm assuming 4 pages. I was listening to it on audiobook, so I obviously
but
don't
it was
actually
a lot
know.
Of wiener description.
Too much wiener
That's
description.
Intense.
And it was like
Ew.
every time they banged, she was like, his tentacles, blah, blah. And the tentacles are like long enough to grab her ankles. I'm like, what is happening? It really, really took me out of the whole thing.
I'm so shook right now. In what world? Also,
well, I mean, he's a demon.
Okay.
So
okay. Does
demon
that just
cock.
imply tentacle penis? I don't
why
think
tentacles?
so. Yeah. Why?
Why does it have to come out of a slit?
Or
and she's able to like reach into his slit and like
stop it.
Cup his
I really
wiener
hate
and
all
like
of this.
quit it. Oh, and it's so large that it like literally the first time they banged it like literally somehow rearranged her organs to like make her body fit
Except
his wiener.
him.
And so now she like can't go ever bang a human because she wouldn't get any enjoyment
Because
out
she's
of it.
monster weenified.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't like the book already just from that. That's bizarre. And I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Why in the world? And we don't have the answers.
Yeah.
But what the fuck?
Yeah. So
Fair.
I mean, it was like fun story until the smut got
Until
really
the wieners?
intense, and then I was like, I can't do it anymore. And then there was this random antagonist, and I was like, what?
Halfway through.
Why?
Yeah.
And then they were like, she's evil, and I was like, but she's not really. She's like traumatized, and that's okay.
That is an option.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, okay. Sounds really fun.
Yeah, you should really read it.
You've really painted it in a nice light.
I know.
Sounds lovely.
They should hire
More
me for their
especially
street team.
The wiener tentacles.
Yeah.
Okay. What the?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
So,
Jeez.
if you're into monster wieners, you might really enjoy this book.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's monster wieners are not our cup of tea does not mean they aren't yours.
Yeah, and I'm not judging you.
Yeah, get after
We
it.
don't kink shame here.
Not at all.
So,
yeah.
Do you, boo.
Well, glad you had a fun time.
Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the friggin' antagonist. Preface. This little village that sacrificed her to this demon sacrificed her because they have like a deal with the demon that they sacrifice someone every 10 years and he like puts a spell over the village to protect them.
Okay.
From other demons.
Great.
So, the antagonist was the girl that was sacrificed before the main character.
Got it.
So she's like kidnapped by this demon.
Yeah.
And like bangs him and whatever.
The same one?
Yeah. And then she escaped. Oh, and he like built her a house. He's like in love with her. He wants to protect her.
But is moving on to newest sacrifice?
Well,
okay, I'm sorry,
sorry. No.
Shit.
He didn't just move on. She ran away with this other demon.
Oh my gosh, drama.
And this other demon like promised her big things, like I'll save you from him and I'll give you freedom and you'll be okay, honey boo boo.
I got you, baby.
But then he was evil because he's a demon. And he just kept her.
Yeah.
And so they end up kidnapping the new sacrifice, the main character.
Drama.
Because
are they gonna take care of her too?
She wants revenge or something. I don't actually know. But they were like victim blaming her. She's like fucking traumatized from being kidnapped by a demon and fucked against her will.
Yeah.
And they're like, she's just evil. I'm like, no, she's not.
She's trying to escape.
She's trying to protect herself.
Dang. Poor lady.
Anyways.
All right. Well.
Dumb.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's your next review?
Well,
tell me.
Sarah,
I need to know right now.
Sarah.
Yeah.
I finally read The Cellar.
Oh my god.
By Natasha Preston.
I kind of forgot you were going to read that this week.
Yeah, dude, I did it.
Holy crap.
I read the whole dang thing.
Oh my gosh.
All 368 pages of that bad boy.
All right. I need to know what you thought. Give me your review. What'd you rate it?
I gave it a 4-star.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I gave it to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was like in between, 3.5, 4, somewhere in that ballpark. But I was like, I'll give it a 4.
Yeah.
Why not?
Feeling generous.
Yeah. I think that, okay, here's my review.
Okay.
Buckle up.
I'm buckled.
It's not that exciting. It's pretty good. It's a really easy thriller. It read fast.
Mm-hmm.
It sucked you in pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It happened really quickly. Like, the pacing's fast.
Yeah.
Got you through all of it pretty quickly. And it's like a different take on the murderer trapping a person in a cellar, which was interesting. And the whole, like, I don't know. The premise, the murderer himself / kidnapper, that guy, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Was interesting.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know more about him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's part of why I didn't give it a full 5.
Okay.
Because I'm like, tell me more about Mommy Dearest. Tell me more about him and why him and Mommy Dearest had a weird fucked up relationship. Like, I know kind of the backstory, but like, give me more about their side. Like, what happened before Mommy was gone.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they had a whole freaking escapade prior to her dying. I don't know if you remember that. But
no, I didn't remember there being a Mommy Dearest at all. It's been a while since I read this book,
I think you gave that book to me like a year ago. But
and I read this before you ever gave me Akatar, so it was like before I was big into reading again.
Yeah, well, we can talk about it again. But yeah, I just wanted a little bit more like backstory and framing around the bad guy. And I don't know, I liked the jumping between perspectives. We love that in a book. And sort of the timelines too, a jump between timelines to give you like backstory about mostly the characters, a little bit about bad guy, but not a ton.
Yeah.
But I liked the characters. I mean, like, that sounds weird to say, I suppose. The writing was fine. I didn't have big complaints. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it's also a YA thriller.
Yeah,
so
it's like easy.
It was what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
And I read it really quickly. I ate it up. So I feel like a thriller palate cleanser after the Priory of the Orange Tree. It was perfect,
Nice.
I enjoyed myself.
Sick. I'm glad that you didn't hate it after. I was like, read it. It's so good.
No, I didn't hate it at all. I think that, like, I don't know, thrillers are not something that I put on any sort of pedestal.
Yeah.
They're fine. It's not like a genre that I'm searching for.
That's fair.
All the time,
Yeah.
But I'll read them.
Yeah.
I feel like that way about a lot of things. in book world. Like, I'll read it, but
Yeah.
it's not my fave. So I also have to put that into perspective when rating them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, for what it was and what it was meant to be, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
I really want to find like a really good psychological thriller that makes your fucking brain hurt.
Yeah.
So if someone has
Same.
any recommendations, please.
Yeah, please.
Because I feel like all of the like thrillers that I've read recently are very predictable and mindless.
Basic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want like an Inception, the movie, but book form.
Yeah.
And not
dude.
exactly that story, obviously.
yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
But something that makes your brain hurt.
Or like Shutter
that.
Island. Come
Yeah.
on.
I don't know
Come
if
on.
I've ever seen that.
Fight Club. Come on. Come on. Fight Club's like
So
my
good.
favorite movie.
Same.
Yeah.
Fight
But anyway.
Club and Boondock Saints.
Hell yeah,
Come
dude.
on, dude.
Same.
Ugh.
Damn, dude.
So
I feel like
good.
we've watched both of those together, but it's been too long.
Have we? I don't know.
Maybe, perhaps. I'm pretty sure you're the one who showed me Boondock Saints.
That's probably right. Yeah.
And then I was like,
obsessed
I love
with that
I mean,
movie.
it's very good.
Yeah.
The sequels though were less good,
Yeah.
as it goes.
Naturally.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
leave us your psych thriller, Rex. Thank you
Please.
so much. Love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. What's your second review?
But don't
Sarah?
leave. We're not
Don't
done.
Come on. Shut up. Shut up. Were you yelling? I don't know. You might have been.
Don't leave, please. Maybe come back.
You could blame it all on me.
Yeah.
All right. What's your second review, Sarah?
Well, I read a book
Did you?
in all of its entirety.
Oh, wow.
Moths by Jane Hennigan.
What the heck is this?
Dude, it was so good.
Okay.
So it's a dystopian world story where moths come and they have some toxin in them that attacks only men.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's like a feminist
Love it.
dystopian,
Say less.
but it's different from like Handmaid's Tale where the women are the ones that are oppressed. In this one, the men are oppressed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What'd you rate it?
I gave it 4.75 stars.
Shit, yeah. That's real good.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
And the reason that I took a quarter star away is minimal.
Okay.
Sort of. So.
Okay. Well, do you want to start there? Tell me why.
Well, I took a quarter star away, one, because there were some typos.
Ah.
And we all know how I feel about that.
Hate that.
Yeah. So I learned that the book originally was self-published, but it's now like been picked up by a publisher. So the
Sick.
publisher should have edited out the typos.
So it's the publisher's fault.
So I mean, someone should have done it, right?
Someone's got to do it. Let us. Pay us.
So the story, first of all, I love a freaking dystopian.
Me too.
And this one it was really, really gripping. Like, very quickly, I was like, okay, I can't put this down. I need to know what happens next immediately. It kind of jumps not only timelines, but in the beginning, people as well. So you're getting two different perspectives and two different timelines. You're getting like a present day and 40 years in the past.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's like
We love that in this house.
one of my favorite things when reading a book.
Same.
I love jumping timelines and people perspective.
Same.
There were a couple of scenes that were like, really powerful and violent, and they were written really, really, really well. Like to the point where I was having dreams about them.
Oh, geez.
And like scary dreams.
Oh
and
my
I haven't had a bad dream
God.
in a long time.
Hot damn.
I just really, really liked the writing. It was really powerful.
That's cool. Especially for a self-published
Yeah,
in the beginning.
dude.
Love that.
And there's a sequel, and I really want to go get it right now
Me too.
and read it. So, outside of that, I really loved the like feminist perspective being swapped, where the women for once aren't the ones being oppressed.
Yeah.
However, I had a couple of gripes with it, and it almost makes me want to lower my star rating just a little more, down to like 4.5. So the men a lot of them are killed by these moths, but the ones that aren't get very violent
Yeah.
and like start murdering people.
Yeah.
But they don't have any
control
over what they're doing, and they'll have like lucid periods and whatever. So they have now in present day like facilities where they hold men. They're like airtight facilities, and they are just like a community, and they're watched over by the women and taken care of by the women. But like resources are really low because all of the men can't go out and work, and all of the gasoline powered cars are gone because there's no men to work on the cars, and they can't grow food because there's no men to go work on the farms. And I had a really big issue with that.
Yeah, fair.
Like, were there no women before this pandemic that could work on cars or work in production plants or farm?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That
the
doesn't make
whole world
sense.
fell apart because men are now locked up. Like,
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
So I didn't really like that
That's
part
fair.
so
You wouldn't think that would be included in something that's meant to be like female forward.
And I don't
strong.
think it was very like kind of skimmed over how all of these things are like now we have electric cars and and all of the roads are trash because there's no men to go like fill potholes and whatever. Like just little things like that are like slipped in here and there.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay, but women can do that too.
Do those things.
Yeah.
So women can work on electric vehicles and create electric vehicles.
Right.
But they can't touch big
Right.
gas
And there's no
vehicles.
cell phones anymore because there's no one to like manufacture the chips and stuff that are needed for
What
cell
do
phones.
you
I'm like,
mean?
what? There were women doing that before, I promise you.
Certainly. Where'd they go?
Yeah.
Did they quit?
Did they get killed by their husbands?
Perhaps. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, so that almost makes me want to lower it a little bit, but I enjoyed the story so much that I was like, I'm going to keep it
Fair.
at 4.75.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah. And it
Two, I
was
guess.
little. It was like, it
Not
wasn't like a
focus.
blatant, oh, women suck and they're dumb. It was just like here and there. I was like, oh, really?
Why?
But like, women can do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Okay. Well, interesting. I'm interested
and there's
in it.
twists and there's turns and there was something that I didn't like. I probably should have seen it coming looking back, but I didn't see it coming, and I was like, oh, no way.
Gasp.
Because I thought it was this, but it's that. Oh my god,
We love a twist.
Come
we
on.
love a turn.
Yeah, it was really good, and you guys should read it. I only found it because it was like on a friggin' table at Barnes and Noble, and the cover's really pretty, and I was like, what is that?
Cool.
I read the back and I was like, I have to have it.
Well, now I want to read it.
Yeah. My mom wants to read it, so I didn't bring it
That's
to you, but when she's
fine.
done, I'll bring it to you.
Try to remember. I won't. So
Got it.
great.
Sick.
Or I'm like, I have like millions of your books to read anyway.
Yeah.
Millions is dramatic, but a lot of them. So
Yeah.
I'll read it one day. Sounds good.
It was really good.
Shit.
Y'all should go read it if you like dystopian.
Yeah. Do it. Well, that's all our reviews today.
Yeah.
And we have some current reads. I only have one, and you have the same one as me. But you
I
have
do.
a couple others.
I have 2 others, so I'll go first.
Okay, tell me.
So you remember the book have been reading for a couple weeks now? The Bone Witch by Reyne Pecco?
Yeah.
I read 42 pages of it this week,
Heck yeah.
and I decided that I'm going to DNF it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's just not good?
I don't think it's bad. I think I just I am confused. I don't really know what's going on. It's kind of boring, and I don't know if it's just me right now
Yeah.
or if it is
The
just
book.
one that's not meant for me, but I'm going to put it down for now. I'll pick it back up and revisit it eventually because it's a trilogy and
Witches?
sounds really interesting. So,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, I can't get into it, and I've tried. I'm like 30% of the way through now and still not into it. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
fair.
going to put it down. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I started listening to a new audiobook. It's called The Passage by Justin Cronin. And I've listened to...
You should have kept it out.
I should have 27%.
Uh-huh. How you feeling about it so far?
It's good. It's another dystopian, but it's like, it's interesting
Okay.
so far. I'm listening to it because my mom recommended it.
Okay.
It's very long. It's like a 38-hour audiobook,
Dang.
which is what I was earlier when I was like, when I'm done with my audiobook, it's going to be a while.
You got time.
It's another dystopian, but you, like, before you go into the dystopian world, you're getting a lot of whatever's going to happen.
Gotcha.
And I haven't gotten to whatever's going to happen yet, so I'm just kind of bored right now.
Just build up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's a little girl. There's, like, mystery. These 2 guys kidnapped her for some
shit.
reason, but they're, like, working for the government or something, maybe?
Oh.
I don't actually know for sure about that. I think they're like special agents. And they kidnapped her because someone told them to.
Yeah.
And they're taking her somewhere.
Oh.
And one of them... I'm telling you what I know. There's not much information yet, I feel like. And one of the guys is like, oh, I kind of love her. I want to take care of her. And the other one is like, I just want to do my job, dude.
Yeah. All right.
So...
Cool.
I feel like it's alluding to the fact like something is gonna happen with this girl. Oh, and they go to a zoo and the animals are all like afraid of the little girl.
Okay, so something's up with
her.
her.
So something is up with her, and
sure.
I don't know what it is.
I'm sure you'll find out maybe in several hundred pages.
Probably.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Or I guess a couple hours.
Yeah. So anyways.
All right.
It's...
Great.
Fine so far. I'm like interested in it, but also
good.
kind of confused.
Okay.
So
I feel like a long, slower burn like that, you're gonna be confused for a hot minute.
Yeah.
I also get the information you need.
I also feel like a lot of the time with audiobooks, I'm more confused than I would be if I was actually reading it because I like zone out and miss things here and there, and then I come back and I'm like, what's
for
going
sure.
on?
Yeah. Like the Witch Collector is a good example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like bad guys, you know?
Yeah.
All over the place. And at one point, the main male character like describes the entire backstory as to why they're evil.
Okay.
And I missed like half of it.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, I'm not going back. I'm just going to ride the wave.
That's how I am too.
Yeah.
Like, unless it feels really, really important.
That was probably
I'm like,
really
I'm
important.
not gonna...
It's fine. I got the gist.
You
still
still
really
gave the
good.
book 5 stars,
Yeah,
so
I really
it clearly
enjoyed it.
wasn't that important.
No, I really enjoyed it. I kept wanting to listen to it. I woke up early this morning to finish that book. 1, to have a review. 2, because I was like, I need to know.
Yeah.
I was only like 18% till the end.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, other than that, we both started reading a book from an indie author off TikTok.
Yeah.
Nathan Helm.
Heck yeah, dude.
Heck yeah, Nathan. Thank you for sending copies over. It is called The Kingdom Society, The Black Hood.
Yes.
And we're like 228 pages in.
Yeah.
And how are you feeling about it?
It's really interesting.
It is.
I feel like there is a lot going on, while also nothing going on, but like too many things thrown in the pot all at the same time.
Yeah.
There's so much happening.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. And I think the pacing's really quick.
It is very fast.
But what I can say
Yeah.
is it is like an anime-inspired book.
Yeah.
It very much feels anime. So if
Yes.
that was his goal, like, you've hit the mark.
Yeah.
It feels like a very dramatic anime when you're
Yes.
watching two enemies meet and they're like, ah! You know, and like start doing crazy shit. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
So he very much like met the mark as far as the genre or direction he was going with it. And it is interesting so far.
Yeah.
It's
when
fast-paced.
the time travel got thrown in, I was a little bit like, ugh.
The time travel has thrown us
Another
for a
thing,
loop.
really.
Yeah. But it's interesting having them placed into like a modern day Earth.
It is, yeah.
You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
is fun. So it's been fun. It's an interesting read. It's fast paced. There is a lot going on, and I'm sure it'll all come together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I do think it's like really accomplishing what he was hoping to
Definitely.
accomplish. Which
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, good for you. And there's not insane typos. Thanks, bro.
Yes. It's my favorite part.
Thank you. We love that. But
We
yeah,
do.
we'll probably finish it this week.
Yeah.
And get a review out next week.
I really like every time I pick it up, I'm like powering through.
Yeah.
It's quick to read. It's
Fast read for sure.
interesting.
There's
It's got
warlocks,
my attention.
Warlocks,
Powers,
magic, come on,
time travel,
evil guy,
Dragons,
dragons.
which we've only met very, very briefly.
I think
Did
it was
we?
like an energy dragon. Like he made it from a spell.
You're right.
Yeah.
Are there actual dragons?
He also, maybe
I feel like he told us there's dragons.
there might be dragons, but I also feel like it's also like loosely D&D based. And that's
Yeah.
also giving me that vibe.
Yeah.
I'm like, I play D&D with friends, and I'm like, dang, okay, I see. I can see his mind in this book, which
Yeah.
is fun. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely.
the person that he is definitely in the book, which is cool.
Yeah,
So I'm having fun with it.
me too.
Yeah, we'll finish it and let you know how I feel.
Yeah.
But Nathan sent copies. Thanks, dude.
Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah, we'll give you a review soon.
Yes. Hopefully next week.
Yeah, we can do it. It's fast.
We got this.
Yeah.
I think we're like halfway through.
We are.
Because it's like
Just about.
500 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Sick.
Sick. But that's all I got this week.
Me too.
Well, shoot.
We did it.
That was a big week.
Holy crap.
They've all been big recently. The audiobooks have kind of been a game changer for me.
Same.
And I'm starting my new job next week. So I'm going to be driving like an hour and a half a day.
Yeah.
I'm going to be busting out audiobooks.
Yeah.
Busting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I do.
She's like, that's
I
my
do
life.
indeed.
Sounds good. Well,
Heck
anyway.
yeah. What did y'all read this week?
Tell us.
Yeah.
And if you've read any of the books that we just talked about, how'd you feel about them?
Yeah, you gotta let us know. Leave your rating in the comments.
Yeah, dude. And, give us psychological thriller recommendations.
Please.
Please do.
Yeah.
Your favorite one ever.
Yeah.
Your 5-star psych thriller. Come on.
Yeah, you really gotta make my brain hurt.
Yeah.
Which I
We're
was
gonna
gonna
say
be
it's not
mean to
hard to do.
myself, but I won't say that.
It's not hard to do. It is not hard to do, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out with us for a sec.
Silly.
Have a good freaking week.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, happy reading.
Happy reading, okay, bye.
Bye.